What's going on, everyone? In this video, we're going to be talking about something a little bit differently. Normally, I'm going over the charts. Normally, I'm going over strategies and exit plans and this, that, and the other. In this video, I want to really talk about how you can become funded as a trader and why you're not becoming funded as a trader and why you're not able to add multiple funding accounts under management, why you're not able to get more assets under management. I'm going to quickly start off by telling you this trading game, you need more capital. And if you don't have personal capital, go get funded with a prop firm. Take these evaluations, take these combines, but take them seriously, have a game plan, have an attack, have a strategy, and have rules set in place for yourself. Now, it's a lot easier getting 10 funded accounts, putting all of this money under management. Let's say you go out and you get 10 $100,000 accounts, that's $1 million in funding. It's a lot easier to try to just make 1% of that 100,000, which is about $1,000, right? It's about $1,000. Think about it. You can bang out $1,000 on one trade or one or 2 days, but it's a lot harder to try to stretch 10, 20% off of one single $100,000 account with the drawdowns and the rules set forth for you. Now, again, if you're a trader who's out there trying to nitpick and go through the fine print and look at this rule and look at that rule, this particular company has 2 steps, this company has 1 step, this company has a trailing drawdown, this company allows 10%, you, my friend, might not be ready to take these challenges, because if you have a specific plan and rules and you actually start doing the things that you know you're supposed to do, it doesn't really matter. Maybe it takes you an extra week to get funded, maybe it takes you an extra month to get funded, but at the end of the day, you will still pass as long as you do what you're supposed to do. And a lot of traders don't want to hear that because it's so simple. Everyone wants to go to the strategy. What's on the chart? What indicator are you using? Are you trading ICT? Are you trading supply and demand? Are you using order blocks? Are you using opening range high breaks? Are you trading are you bottom fishing, off of lower demand zones? What are you trading? Right? What are you trading? Everyone out there wants the perfect strategy. And I'm here to tell you that there's thousands and thousands of indicators and strategies and mentors and coaches out there who all have a little bit of an edge. Think about the casino, think about the roulette table, for example. There's an equal number of black, there's an equal number of red, but there's 2 green. Those 2 green blocks are the casino's edge. Anytime that hits, they're going to wipe the table clean and take that money. The house is always taking that money. So when you look at these prop firms, all of the prop firms are built the same. There's a new one popping up each and every single day. Which one is better? It's a big debate. It doesn't really matter in my books. I'm funded with 3 different prop firms. They're all the same in my book as long as I'm getting paid, because at the end of the day, that's all I really care about, is making those withdrawals. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if you come in with a specific edge and you follow the rules and do what you actually are supposed to be doing, do the stuff that other traders aren't doing. What are other traders not doing? Sticking to the same strategy, sticking to the same entry, always taking a loss when you're supposed to take the loss. What do the majority of traders do? Bounce around from this mentor to this mentor, from this YouTube channel to this social media platform, from this strategy to this indicator, from this algo to whatever it is, to whatever epiphany dream that they had. They woke up and they feel the market's going to tank 500 points. They come in here and they spew their nonsense on everyone else, and all it does is affect everyone else's bias. What I'm telling you to do is, if you start doing the things that other people are not doing, and that's simply following your rules and respecting your risk management, I'll be the first to tell you, if you have a $50,000 funded account, there should be no reason why you're trading more than 1 mini contract. There should be no reason why I see someone trading 4 or 5 mini contracts on a $50,000 funded account evaluation or a funded account in general. You are going to blow that account on simply just a bad trade or a bad day in the market because you're trying to rush the process. If you're really trying to make more money and you're really trying to get to this end, kind of pot of gold that everyone is looking for, then why don't you set up 5, 10 of these $50,000 accounts, get $250 in funding. So if you lose on this particular account, one day you can stop out at maybe $200, $250, keep you in the game and keep the lights on. Look for the next setup, move to the next account and place another trade on that account. But the problem is, and the prop firms know this, they are going to feed on the human emotion of greed and not being able to control themselves. So what tends to happen? You tend to overtrade, you tend to over leverage, you tend to switch strategies, and you tend to not stop out when you're supposed to stop out. If you have, I'm just going to give a very generic and basic example. Let's say, for example, we're trading a 5-minute candle opening range break. The low of that first entry candle, that first 5-minute candle, is going to be our stop. If the next candle confirms the top high of the opening range candle, we are going to get in long. I'm just using a general example. We are looking to take profits according to your trading plan. Again, this is just a generic example. You're looking to take profits 2, 3, or 4 candles higher. Your stop loss is going to be the loss of that one particular bar. Let's say, for example, the trade goes up 1 bar and starts to retrace. A lot of times this is when the emotions start to flare. It breaks below that first opening range candle where you're supposed to be taking your loss. And what do most traders do? They start to hold hope, start to look for other areas of support. They start to turn to social media and start asking questions, asking the wrong people that have no idea what you're trading, have no idea what time frame you're in, have no idea what the slippage was, have no idea what is actually going on. And you start taking this outside influence and kind of letting it affect you. You start wondering about FOMC, you start wondering about interest rates, you start looking at headlines. All of this stuff starts to affect you. But realistically, you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And what you were supposed to do was simply get out of the trade if you lost 1 bar. Very simple. So many traders are looking for so many different indicators, so many different mentors, so many different strategies, that in fact you're missing the very simple thing that is going to keep you in this business over the long haul, allow you to get multiple funded accounts, allow you to take multiple withdrawals, and allow you to actually build a big book of business by putting more funds and capital under management. The goal here is to get at least $1 million under management so you can spread out the risk, lower the stress levels on how much you need to make per account, percentage wise, to be able to live a very decent living. If you had 10 accounts and copy traded 10 accounts and made 1% a month, that would be $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year, simply making 1% on your overall assets under management. Now, someone who only has 50,000, 1% of that is not going to be sufficient enough. It's going to cause you to overtrade and cause you to look for things that in the market that are simply not there. What you need to focus on is staying true to your system and doing the things you know you're supposed to do. In fact, for every human being on this earth, we know we need to eat healthy, but do we eat healthy? We understand that we're supposed to exercise each and every single day, but do we exercise each and every single day? You know you're supposed to be getting adequate amount of sleep for your personal body type. And do you get the adequate amount of sleep? We know we're not supposed to be over drinking, but sometimes you go out and you over drink. You know you're not supposed to be overspending when you don't have money and you have bills. But how many people overspend and then next thing you know, they're taking out loans or they're asking family and friends to borrow money until next paycheck? How many of you do that? If you're not consistent outside the screens, you're not going to be consistent on the screens. I want to tell you guys this very one simple thing. Start doing the things that people don't want to do, and I can almost guarantee you that you're going to make a lot of money in this business. If you guys want to learn my strategy and you want to learn more in the mindset of trading, and you guys want to actually get funded with multiple accounts, you want to build out a whole trading plan, you want to have these one-on-one kind of calls and conferences and coachings I do set up with my team once a week, individually or as a group, we can do that. Make sure you guys go to evolutiontraders.com, find me there, sign up to become a lifetime member, and I'll see you guys on the inside.